All right.
Oh, we in here. We up in here. Let's start.
That's one of my all-time favorite beats right there. All right.
Yeah.
No way to set it off. Gotta set it all right. You know what I mean? So.
Why not?
We're trying to get Facebook set up, y'all. So bear with us. But y'all are live with Triad Hip Hop Podcast.com.
Yep.
We're gonna get that .com going. Trust me, y'all, it's coming. We're working on it. So this is gonna be episode 83.
83?
83.
Match my birth year.
Yeah.
Good year.
Yeah.
A lot of good shit happened in 83.
Yeah, man. 83 was a big year for hip hop.
Yep.
A lot of stuff was on the come up, man. I think that might have been the year I got my first record. Because I got the, I think that was the Nucleus Jam on It.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Boogie B. And I'm showing up. Jam on Production MC.
I believe that's when that came out, and that's when I got it. That was the first record I owned. When my older brother bought it for me. And then after that, I started buying my own stuff. But yeah, man. So the 80s, man, just in general, Run DMC just they killed the early 80s, man.
Yep.
They killed the early 80s.
I think that was their first official album, but they were in 83. They was together in 81.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like 83 was like their official.
Yeah,
I think their official first album, I believe.
They dominated. You know, by the end of the 80s, like by 87, 88, that's when you had your Rakims and Big Daddy Kane started coming in. So they kind of took over towards the end. But in the beginning of the 80s, Run DMC, Fat Boys, they ruled both of them pretty much.
Yeah, they were pretty much, and especially Run DMC, they were pretty much like the Beatles, of hip hop at that time. I mean, as far as like the influence, them getting a sneaker deal early. I mean, they were like one of the first groups to get it. I mean, not rock band, not none. You know what I'm saying? They were the first group to get, a sneaker deal.
Man, that was huge, huge. So. We definitely never forget those legends. And, I'm still kind of mad. Some of y'all might have saw I tried to upload a video on Facebook, but they muted my video, so I had to take it down because you couldn't even hear it. Because I did a tribute to a lot of the rappers we lost over the years, and it was just like a part one. I was going to do like a part two as well, but that didn't go good, so... Thanks, Facebook.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Facebook. We appreciate you trying to, protect these artists.
Right.
And make sure that their stuff doesn't get sold. All, you don't give the artist shit. But
right.
You take all that money that you back off the, make off the money of the artist.
But it is what it is. So,
it is what it is.
We gonna let it roll, get bold. I just can't hold back and fold.
Yeah. See how my man did that rhyme in time? Because the snitching time saves blind. And don't let the blind lead the blind.
You can't even help it sometimes. But, so yeah, man, this is episode 83, Triad Hip Hop Podcast. This your man, Kurt, and
I'm Howie.
And in today's episode 83, we got a few topics to cover. We're going to be covering some birthdays, some good birthday shout-outs. We got some new music from Conway that we want to talk about. We got a lawsuit being filed by Chuck D from Public Enemy we got to talk about. We got Cardi B, who is now being challenged by Candace Owens to a political debate. We got to talk about that. We got to talk about a new sneaker deal with the Beastie Boys. So we're going to clap that up and give them some props in a little bit. And then we're going to, just ride it out from there. So that's pretty much it. We also got to talk about one of the new cats, YBN Cordae. We got to talk a little bit about him. So, I'm starting to like this dude. He's a young kid, but I really like him. He got some bars for y'all. Some bars. So, but, first and foremost, how was your week?
First of all, this nigga here to my right And his mother come up here talking about here, the birthday party, all this stuff, and him and his wife, they were gonna go through and have this birthday party and stuff. I ain't put two and two together. I'm asking about gifts and stuff. I was like, hey man, so like, what type of gifts do y'all need around the house? And, oh, we got stuff on the registry. Registry? Birthday party don't have registry, but nah, I'm just dumb. His mother gets married this past Saturday, man. Like him and his wife, they had an official, ceremony, which was lovely. Had a good time, and we had good food, and what I'm saying, we good fellowship. Yeah, I was getting ready to go out there and break it down on that, that Run DMC.
On the dance floor.
Yeah, I was about to, that Petey Pablo boy, I was about to get it. They
wasn't ready for us, man.
Nah, man, but his legs started acting up, so I couldn't do nothing.
I had to bring out the kid and play.
Yeah, I was about to go hard. Yeah, but
man, we try to surprise everybody. It was a birthday party / wedding, so. We did the damn thing. We turned up just a little bit.
Let's clap that up real quick. Let's clap that up, man. That was nice. That was nice.
Yeah, man. So it was really, cool. And I had a good time. I posted some pictures, so y'all might see it on the Facebook page, on the Triad Hip Hop page, and I got some on my page as well. So, we did the thing, and I see R2G2 has got us on Instagram, so what's good with you, my boy?
What up,
I appreciate you, man, and we are live on Instagram, we are live on Facebook, and then we're recording for YouTube until YouTube says we're allowed to go live again. Because apparently we're just...
we're live on Facebook.
No, YouTube, I said.
Yeah,
we live on Facebook and we live on Instagram, but YouTube we recording for. So, they knocked us down a couple pegs and say, y'all can't go live. Dang. You are not worthy.
So they just pretty much like, look, man, we just gonna, pretty much gonna just wipe your ass for what you got. And
it is what it is, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and get our birthday shout outs going on. If you want to invite some people in the room, so we're gonna give a big shout out and happy birthday to the North Carolina native, my man Petey Pablo.
Yep.
He put it on. Petey Pab. He put it on big for North Carolina. So, there's been a few other rappers who have represented it for North Carolina, but I think he was the first real breakout artist that really kind of made a name for us as a state. So, shout out to you, Petey Pablo. His album, his birthday was back on the 22nd of July. So, he's doing it big. We doing it big, and we got since we rep in North Carolina, we gotta rep him pretty hard. So thank you for that, Petey Pablo. The next birthday shout out goes to my man, and it's coming up, Coolio. His birthday is on August 1st, so that's the West Coast legend. We definitely can't forget about him. He's got a few classics under his belt. We also got on August 1st, my man Chuck D from Public Enemy.
Welcome to the Terror-Dome.
Come on, yeah. We got, matter of fact, let's clap it up for Chuck D.
Yes, sir.
That dude, he has contributed, I think, so much to hip hop. He should be pretty much considered almost like a founding father of hip hop. You know what I mean? Because the movement that he brought to hip hop, that conscious awareness, that uplifting that we needed, to let us know we not just any old body.
Militant flows.
Yeah. So, and then he had...
Let me tell you something for the government with the pain. That voice is just awesome, exactly. Man. He's Just the way he did it. Oh, man.
And then he had the best hype man in the business, Flavor Flav.
Yeah, boy!
Flavor Flav let you know what time it was.
Yep.
That was so dope. The concept that he had with the clock, man, that was always, everybody wanted a clock, man.
Yeah, I want that.
It started as a little stopwatch at first, you know, that hung around your neck. Then it kept getting bigger and bigger over time. It was just like, okay, I can't keep up with you no more, Flav.
Yeah,
I
want a clock piece. Yeah.
Flav was like, y'all gonna know what time it is, boy, when it come to me. So, happy birthday again to Chuck D. And then the next happy birthday shout out is gonna go to my man, the legend, may he rest in peace, Adam Yauch, aka MCA from the Beastie Boys. His birthday is coming up on August 5th. So, definitely never forget those legends, man. They've made a big impact. And the Beastie Boys, speaking of them, they got, you know, a great sneaker deal that we're going to talk about. But first, since we gave a shout out to also to Chuck D, I want to talk about something that's going on with him first. Right now, Chuck D is actually filing a major lawsuit against his record label that he's part of, called I think it was Terradome Records or something like that, Terradome Publishing, over money that he feels that they kept from him. So basically what they did, they had some publishing money that they were able to get kind of on the side from his music and things like that, but they didn't include him in that. You know what I mean? So they were able to get this extra funding coming in that he wasn't even aware of, and now that he's aware of it, he's like, yo, I want my money. So he's suing them for $1 million. So, and that's probably not even all the money they got. You know what I mean? You know they probably made way more than that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So I definitely hope that, you know, he gets his just dues, man, because they try to take advantage of people like that, man. You know, and that's how we had the incident with Ice Cube. Remember, over his money, he had to go up to the record label and start breaking shit down.
Oh, yeah. Oh, literally.
Like,
hey, where's my money?
You gonna give me my money, Jerry?
Hey, where's my money? Hey. That's a horrible Ice Cube impression. I gotta get my money today. Gotta do it. Gotta get it.
Yo,
get it. That's horrible.
That's kind of horrible, but we're gonna let you pass on that. But yeah, man. So definitely, you know, I support Chuck D in that, because these labels, they try to take advantage of you, man. They make you think, oh well, you know, you're just not selling that much. Okay, nah, y'all making some money off this dude, and he want his money. You know what I mean? So secure that bag, Chuck D. I hope you get your money, and if you don't, we coming down there. We gonna help you get your money, or we might get 50 Cent involved so he can help you get your money.
Get 50. You get 50.
You know?
Yeah, you better give him man money. Yeah, trying. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna mess with my man. I'm involved. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Totally.
So yeah, Chuck D. Shout out to you. And dude is still dropping music.
Yep.
It was a few years ago he did a free album, a Public Enemy free album. It was like, I think 2 or 3 years ago, and they just released it online, and you could just download it for free. No questions asked, no money involved. And I mean, how many artists will actually do that when they're not out here selling millions and millions of records? You know what I mean?
Actually, there have been a few artists that have been giving away music free. You had, I think this is a couple years ago, and then you still got, you know, if you go down to that Piff, you can probably get free albums. But War Porn Industries, Moral Technique, I think, had a free one.
Did he?
Yeah, I think that was about a couple years ago.
Didn't even know that.
I'm trying to figure out who else, but there've been quite a few people that've been giving, you know, music out for free.
Hey, that's what's up, man. We need more of that, man. The industry needs that, because, you know, artists want you to, you know, just appreciate them as the artist, you know what I mean? And just sometimes they're not really in it for the money. They just want you to say, okay, this dude is still putting out solid music, you know what I mean? So.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, they probably, I will say this, and they probably attribute to a lot of the, what you would say, like if let's say if they download that album and they get it for free, maybe you listening to it and stuff, it counts towards a stream. So maybe they might be getting coins that way, which is not a bad. I mean, it's a win-win for everybody. But
yeah, man.
That might be one thing that they're gonna be doing.
I hope so, man. Because I mean, social media is a gold mine. Now it's a diamond mine. To tell you the truth. So Eric Sermon was talking about that a lot when he dropped his last album, Vernia. He was like, "Yeah, I really just realized just how much money you can make through social media." And he was like, "You know what? I started putting 2 and 2 together, and I started doing the damn thing." So it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, y'all need to go check that out, man, and find out more about this lawsuit because we need to support these artists who are still in 2019 getting shafted by these record labels. You know what I mean? So, Chuck D, shout out to you, man, for going after your coins and doing your thing. Let's clap that up, man. All right. So, our next topic, since we gave that birthday shout out to one of the legends from the Beastie Boys, MCA. Rest in peace to him. The living members of the group are launching a sneaker. They have a sneaker deal with Adidas, and this is so dope to me, man. It's kind of like a skateboard sneaker. It's gonna have graffiti art and like the Beastie Boys logo and things like that on it. So, but it's gonna be a limited edition shoe. So what I've seen in the story, it says that they're only releasing 500 pairs. And they're gonna go for right around $85 each. So,
which that's not too bad.
Yeah,
that's not too bad for a shoe. I mean, it's still a bill. You know what I'm saying? Right, but at the same time, that's not too bad for something you put on your feet. Or then too, not. I mean, I didn't mean to cut you off, but there's also something that's not too bad for something to invest in. Maybe that will grow and have some value over time.
Yeah.
So
that's
not true. That's not too bad. I'm gonna try to cop some.
Yeah, man. I would love to get a pair, man. I haven't gotten to see what they're gonna look like, but they just announced it within the past day or two that they're gonna be launching this sneaker, and it's from Adidas. So Adidas has shown that they support hip hop. So I really love that. You know what I mean? From Run DMC back in the 80s now to the Beastie Boys in 2019. That's dope, man. So let's clap it up for Adidas.
Yeah, man. Clap it up for Adidas and the Beastie Boys and Run DMC and Chuck D and Petey Pablo and Coolio.
Yeah. So yeah, man, that's huge, man. I just wonder what the sneaker's gonna look like because I bet it's gonna be dope. And what different colors they're gonna come in. So you say you might cop you a pair, huh?
Yeah, I might have to, sell a kidney. I ain't talking about mine, but I might have to sell a kidney and have to wake up and fall asleep. Would you be like,
right.
I mean, I'm gonna try to get one because I think it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I don't, I don't. But I mean, I'm gonna try.
Yeah, so but that's really dope, man, right there, man. So support that. If y'all real fans of hip hop, please support that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of skateboard fans out, and it's supposed to be more of a skateboard sneaker, but it's still gonna be dope either way. And if you really love the culture, then you should be at least looking into it to see if it's something that you like. You know what I mean? So I think it's gonna be hot. So I'm happy for them. And I hope everything goes great with that launch, and hopefully they'll sell out, because I'm sure they will. You know what I mean? There's a lot of Beastie Boys fans out. I'm one of them. Man, one of my favorite Beastie Boys songs is "Hold It Now." What is it? "Hold It Now." Wait, I think I can't, but it's "Hold It Now" something else. But that joint, man, I get hype every time I hear that song. That beat, when the beat just drop, man, it's one of the beats that I just go bananas over. So, and them dudes, I used to love their energy, man. They used to just go hard on songs, man. You just felt like you were slam dancing when you listen to their songs. You know what I mean?
Beastie, man. One thing I tell everybody, man, like I remember back in the day, people was talking shit about the Beastie Boys, particularly like a couple of my friends and shit. They're like, yeah, I just don't like the Beastie Boys. Like, man, one thing about Beastie Boys, they did, especially, at the time where you had like the trap and all that other stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? One thing that the Beastie Boys did, man, they always stayed true. Even when even when they're punk phrase, they stayed true to their roots.
Yeah.
They stayed true to simplistic, simple, rhyme syllable hip hop.
Yeah.
Like they didn't try to change it up. You didn't see the Beastie Boys trying to do trap and shit. You didn't see them trying to do the new stuff. Them white boys, they're true to their damn shit.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I respect about them. They didn't try to change shit up for nobody. And they rep the culture, man. Shit, man.
And they did it with they had Nas on the song.
That shit was dope,
man.
That shit was dope.
Yeah, man. You can't beat that. So, when legends link up like that, it's gonna be just pure gold right there, man. So that was dope, man. So congratulations again to the Beastie Boys. We love y'all, we support y'all. Hip hop lives forever. So, we never gonna forget y'all no matter what. So all right, so let's talk about our next topic. I wanted to talk a little bit about the young dude, my man YBN Cordae. I'm really starting to dig this cat. I saw an interview that he did where he was with Nick Cannon and he talked about his top 5. Everybody in the hip hop industry knows when somebody asks you your top 5, you know what I mean? You know what they're talking about. So he said his top 5 was Nas and Jay-Z, Biggie, and Pac. So already he's got a pretty good top 5, you know what I mean? And then the last spot, he said it was a toss-up, but it made me proud because he chose my man who be representing, even in death, Big L.
Big L.
So I want to clap it up for my man YBN Cordae, man. That was a dope top 5 right there. So for a young cat like him to choose somebody like Big L, and then he specifically mentioned that he chose him over Eminem. Those were the two he was contemplating in that 5th spot, and he said he chose Big L because he was just like, he was just that much more of a lyricist than a lot of other people, and his wordplay and all of this stuff. And I was like, wow, you don't really hear that from a lot of the young cats. So that really made me start paying attention to him. And I've listened to a couple of his songs, and he's got some bars for y'all. I have to admit, he's not like the best lyricist I've heard, but out of this new generation, he's actually trying to do bars over just mumbling or over just talking about stereotypical stuff like just females and getting money and living the high life and all of that, so I really like that about him. Everybody gonna talk about it a little bit, I'm sure he talks about it a little bit, but you can tell that he's more interested in having a good rhyme scheme than anything, So shout out to YBN Cordae. Yep. We appreciate you, man, for being a young cat. He actually had a song, I don't know if you heard it. He actually had a song going at what he considered the old heads. Have you heard that one? Yeah, it was called Old Niggas. Mm-hmm. And basically, it's kind of him just reprimanding the old heads, basically saying, y'all keep talking shit about us, but y'all didn't really pave the best way for us that y'all could have. And so we kind of doing things on our own, and we kind of doing our own thing. So don't get mad at us just because we out here doing our thing, you know what I mean?
And I can kind of see that, really, though. I mean, I can really see that. And you know what I'm saying? We gotta commend some of these cats out here, man, because they are actually out here doing their thing. And stuff.
And that's dope, man.
And just to go back to what he was saying, like, really, it's just kind of tough. It's really kind of tough when you talk about pave the best way. I think a lot of us, especially like, us, I think we grew with hip hop. And what I mean by that is like, back in the day, it was about getting a record deal. Right. Back in the day, it was about getting on the radio. Right. Now it's more so like, you can brand yourself multiple ways now. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's so you kind of, you know what I'm saying? So at that time, at that level, I think, I think a lot of the what he was referring to the old heads, is we're kind of stuck in our way. But then now they got a different and new way and new approach to how to do stuff. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just that's just how it's viewed, and it does kind of cause a rift. You know?
And I think stuff like that does happen with every generation of hip hop. You know, there's some style that gets popular, and then everybody just jumps on the train and says, "Okay, well if that's working, I'm gonna jump on that." You know what I mean? So a lot of people got into the Migos style of rapping and the Lil Yachty style of rapping, and it was, you know, that's when the whole mumble rap thing came up, and a lot of people were just like, this is whack, man, because so many people jumped on it and was just, you know, you're just like, you're not even really saying nothing. You lack a lot of content in your music. So now I'm starting to notice that a lot of people are getting away from the mumble rap. So we don't have as many mumble rappers as we did before.
I think everybody's sobering up.
Right.
When Future sobered up, everybody like, yeah, I guess we better sober up too.
Yeah, so it's like now it's just a bunch of people who are just kind of whack. They're trying, but they're kind of whack still. So, you know, they're not really mumbling so much more. It's just more so we need some better bars, you know what I mean? So... But shout out to YBN, because he really is setting a good trend for the young kids to stand up for yourself, and you know he appreciates lyricism as much as we do. So I applaud him for that, and I hope to hear some more good music from him. You know, so definitely shout out for that.
Yep.
So, but that really made me start paying attention when he said his top 5 had Big L in it. I was like, yo. I mean, were you even alive when Big L was around? You know what I mean? So, but he said his parents really had him growing up listening to people like Nas and Jay and Biggie and all of them. So, you know.
I wonder how old was his parents, because they had to have been at least our age.
Right, that's what I'm thinking.
Around that age.
Probably in my age or your age, bracket.
Yeah, they had to be.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we was listening to.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? It was, because like I said, it's kind of weird, man, because it's like when you're young and have kids, and you know what I'm saying, and the stuff that you listen to kind of really affects. Like, a lot of people talk jokes and stuff about the, the music and everything. Like, oh, that ain't going to affect. Nah, it plays an important role. It develops you who you're going to be in a sense.
Absolutely.
It really does.
So, yeah, definitely, man. So, we got to pay attention to some more of these young cats, man. Give them a chance to really prove themselves and not just dismiss them. So, I'm going to start doing that a little more after a bit.